Showing the mouth behind the controls. Who knows if anything's working right now? You're good? All right. Hey, Frankie Floats here. We're doing our second ever head-to-head bracket battle. Today we're doing root beer because we have a lot of locally sourced root beers in our area. The first one we did was Oreos, and the winner was Caramilk, right?
From Australia.
From Australia. So an international flavor definitely won. I can tell you right now, the international flavors did not have the chemical taste that the American ones did here. So what we're doing today is we have 8 different flavors. They're all root beer. 8 different manufacturers of root beer. I've run a video across here that I took before, but we have Hank's, Bard's, Stewart's, Schrechter, A-Treat, A&W, Mug.
A-Treat.
They got A-Treat.
IBC?
Hank's.
Nah, I got ABC.
We didn't get ABC yet. We'll figure it out. So we have 8 different. So we're just doing blind taste. Sean graciously is doing the he holds a key. So we're just getting numbered cups. So we're just going to go, number 1 versus number 2, number 3 versus number 4, and we're going to go from there. She's going to bring her first 3 cups in here now.
Cups number 1.
So we're going to have 1. It smells like root beer.
You want to do 1 and 2, or?
Well, yeah, 1 and 2 is good. It doesn't matter. And what we'll do is, whichever one we think is the best of this round, we'll keep that cup here.
It smells like Barks.
I don't know.
Well, I'm not going to try and guess. I'm just going to say, I don't know. My cup says 3F.
3F? Okay.
3D.
All right. Just
bring
cup
4
number
then.
3. Sean's already fucking everything up. He probably didn't even write down the key on the piece of paper I had out there for him.
Cut, restart.
Yes, I mean, do you guys normally drink root beer or?
Yeah, except, being a fat old diabetic, I usually drink diet root beer, but...
You might have to do the first 4 versus each other, because there might not be enough to do 3 different rounds for some of them.
Well, I don't plan on drinking
So
the whole thing.
we're doing 3 versus 1.
So take a cup.
Yeah,
Give me D.
Want to
So
keep the winner cup, yeah.
I don't plan on drinking all this.
All right, you pick that one.
So I'm drinking 3 first.
Yes,
Yep.
3 was given to us first.
All right.
And based on everybody's look, there was nothing there that was overwhelmingly...
It tastes like root beer.
Not a fan, though. Well, not really.
It tasted like a kind of like a light. I don't want to say light, but like a wasn't a very strong root beer.
See, to me, this one has a better aftertaste.
The first one was a
One-
little bland. Cup
Yeah.
3 was a little
Number 1 did, or
bland.
number 3 has better.
One has better aftertaste.
One's got a little more tingle to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 1 has less.
3 smells better, but 1 tastes better. That's my.
1 I think has less carbonation. I like number 3 better just because of the carbonation.
Well, that could be your dumbass fault. You leave one of them out too long.
On this one, I like 3 better. And we'll post on the.
You guys got to come to a consensus. on one.
Yeah. I like number 3.
I don't agree with you because one
1
had-
tastes flat a little
it
bit.
had that little tingle and then it just kind of dies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 3.
Give me number 1. It doesn't matter what Brian thinks.
Brian, your
Does it
opinion?
That's right.
Oh, I got a video clip for you. At the end of the Minecraft milk episode, I go, my official thing is I go, we just use that clip and just put that in everywhere.
Nice.
So 3's a winner. We need 2 different cups now.
And hopefully this one won't be an hour and a half.
Oh,
I'm gonna clean my palate.
we got talking a lot with Grimmy in that last one.
We had fun with the last one.
Yeah, the Oreos. I mean, looking at the video,
I felt like I was going to die on the way home.
the video is a hot mess though with all the Oreo packages laying around us.
So now we're doing 2 versus 4.
2 versus 4.
Yeah, and these ones are the...
They're the winners from the last
Well, you
round.
drank all of yours. You weren't supposed to drink the whole thing because it's going on in the next round.
We got to take it and refill it. He's complaining about
Well,
being a fat diabetic bastard.
They said that after I drank the first one.
Fat diabetic bastard. I don't want to drink all the sugar. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Which one are you going for, Doughboy?
I'm going with 2.
Dose. This one has the mild root beer smell.
Good palate on the tongue with this one.
So unfortunately, some of the soda came in glass bottles, some came in cans, and some came in 64-ounce bottles. I think that's a 64-ounce bottle.
A plastic bottle with the...
Yeah. To me, that's a no-brainer. I gotta go back.
Well, you like the carbonation,
Yeah.
and all I got out of 4 was carbonation.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I drink a soda or a root beer, I like having that hard carbonation. That's just my opinion. But the root beer flavor is similar.
The 4's got a lot more carbonation in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which again, as you said, might be that it was in a glass bottle instead of a...
There's a big difference in carbonation there.
Definitely.
Well, I'll go last.
This is more syrupy than because of it.
Right.
And
I'm going
4.
I'm going 4.
I'm going 4.
Okay, so we got 3 4s.
It'll be funny when we put the brackets up because we'll put them on the Hires or whatever. And I couldn't even find Hires. I guess they don't make that anymore. But like Hanks versus Stewart's or Bargs versus A Treat, and we'll put them up there before we actually do the taste. They'd be like, "What the fuck? What are you thinking?" A Treat's gonna mull everybody over.
Exactly.
Can we go like old school and go get some like you guys old enough to remember when Pathmark had the No Frills brand?
I remember.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we used to have A&P. I remember we used to get the A&P sodas. They were a dime a piece, 12-ounce cans.
My wife's a big fan of the Stewart's.
You can take
She
that
gets
with you.
the cream soda.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, actually, she had that for dinner
So your
tonight.
wife.
Right here,
3.
number 4 is the winner here.
Yeah.
4 is the
here's
winner.
two.
Give me your 2s.
I'll give you any 2 you want, big boy.
Oh wait.
The world press fire, not the world press shitter. So now what are we doing? Are you keeping those 2, and then we're gonna do
Yeah.
the next 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do the next 4. Yeah. You can take the Stewart's with you if you want. I mean, there's going to be plenty of root beer here for Brett. That's his go-to.
Yeah.
And whenever you go to dinner, what would you like to root beer, no ice?
Yeah, because your
I
finger's
know,
inside the
because
cup.
you can't be a waitress. You have a dick.
Does he?
I assume so.
Sure.
He uses the boys' restroom,
Does that mean anything anymore?
I guess.
Okay, I got 5F and 6J.
Oh, I got a burp. You should drink root beer in your next challenge.
We're going with number 5.
Or we're doing number 5 next. The carbonation is kind of in the middle of the road on that one.
Yeah.
But the taste is very pleasant.
Yeah.
Almost has like a root beer float kind of a aftertaste.
A little creamy to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's my wife?
Not here.
Hey, Mrs. Dog.
God, my father-in-law watches this stuff.
Those tastes are kind of similar. I think 6F has a little more watery like.
Yeah, I got more of a flavor out of 5.
Right.
So
The flavor's not as deep on 6.
yeah. So I'm good with 5. If you gentlemen agree, or if there's
I think I'm going 5.
Yeah. 5.
no, he can't fucking answer. Something important?
Kinda. I'll call him back.
Kind of. It was another one of those Brian phone calls where he
Well, it's my new tenant going down to.
where he accidentally on purpose volunteers for something he shouldn't be doing.
Oh, big announcement.
There we go.
Babe Ruth sent out the email. I'm officially the state commissioner now.
Did Tucci retire?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, Pennsylvania Babe Ruth.
Thanks for all your hard work,
Yeah,
Tony. Not that you're ever going to see this podcast, but
No, I think Tony watches this.
does he?
Yeah. So congratulations, Tony, on your retirement. 25 years.
He's still expecting to see you out in Branson.
That's right. He'll be there. He's staying on as assistant regional.
I'll be umpiring a game at 4 o'clock on Tuesday for the girls' Carpenter Cup down at FDR Park.
Oh, nice.
Tuesday, 4 o'clock, Mercer County and Delaware Southern, I think.
Huh. Yeah, it's
The 2 first-round state playoff games, and then I was done.
Did you see how the 6A championship ended?
North Penn.
Yeah.
I didn't see how it ended, but I saw they won.
Oh, they lost. North
Did
Penn
they?
lost. Yeah.
Oh, no. North Penn hockey won.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
North was a balk. The runner on third.
That's umpires being too involved in the game.
Well, it was 13th inning. I'm sure you had dinner plans or something.
Yeah, but still, I mean, you got to put the balk away unless it's blatant at that point.
Yeah.
Well, what if it was blatant?
I mean, if it was blatant where the kid drops,
I didn't.
When you get to the state playoffs in baseball and softball, you're doing 4-man games.
right?
So you got, whichever umpire is looking directly at the pitcher for it.
Which one are we getting rid of?
6.
6.
Here's the next one.
There's 7.
36s.
Sean, I'm very, very impressed that you could count to 8.
I'm very impressed he's not tripping over the tripods or the cables.
Here's
No,
six. Here's 6.
He's a professional when it comes to dealing with the podcasting stuff.
All right. So we have
7
and 8.
last two.
7 and 8.
Thanks, sir.
8 looks really bubbly.
Yeah, I'm interested to hear these.
He's interested to hear these. So one of these supposed to be 8
Seven,
treat.
I put to my nose and I
know
smell
all the
nothing.
secrets right now.
This is funny for you though.
It is a little bit.
I smell nothing, but it tastes actually pretty damn good.
When we get to the final round, I can probably do re-pours so they're
Okay.
fresh. But the next round, you'll have to do all the rounds.
This has that cream-ish.
The one that just has a little more flavor to it.
Yeah.
It's not as watery. It's got a little more depth to the flavor.
Which one is that? 7?
No, 8. I think 8 is.
Well, I haven't tried
better.
it yet. 7, when I smelled it, I didn't think I was going to taste anything. And then when I took it, it kind of sits on your tongue with a little flavor for a minute.
Yeah, I'm going 8.
Were they all cold enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty cold.
7 is like a pasty feel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you didn't smell anything with 7, but when it got on your tongue, it kind of stayed there.
8 kind of has that same kind of like root beer float kind of a.
It's got more of a-
This would be awesome this would be fucking awesome if 8 treat wins this. And because I picked them because it says big taste across the label. I gotta go 8.
I'm agreeing. We're going 8.
Number 7. And then you should probably do.
3 versus 4 and 5 versus 8.
I would do 3 versus 4 now first because you just drank 8. Yeah. Whatever you guys want.
Yeah,
No, that makes sense.
Which ones are we doing?
3
3
and 4.
versus 4.
We're getting fresh pours for the finals.
And then you'll treat us to fresh pours when we're done.
Ain't none around here.
There's a dog under the table somewhere.
I almost said something and didn't. I don't know what 3 is. I don't know how it got through.
1 tasted like water. And it's been sitting out here for a few minutes now, so it's going to be even less carbonated.
Right. Now, you know what the funny thing about that is? 3 made it through the first round, and I just said to him, I go, after tasting 4, how did 3 get through the first round?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going 4.
Yeah, I think,
So this is 3 versus 4 right now.
yeah, 3 versus 4, yeah. You turn the microphone on that one or no?
Yeah.
You gotta turn it on the side. It's a battery operated mic. Rookie!
Sympathy, man. I've been there.
Mine doesn't. Mine isn't a battery.
Yeah, that one has a battery on it. Yeah, I'm going 4.
Yep, we all agreed there.
And then the next round is what, 5 or 6?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so that's 4 for me. This is 3. Keep 4.
That's 3.
I'm going 5 again. I guess we'll do fresh pours for the semifinals.
Doughboy, you gonna drink all the extras all poured into 1 gallon? Chug it?
No,
Why not?
because I'm a fat diabetic. I should be doing
That's
this
all
all.
the first cup. This is content.
I'm the fat.
Yeah, me dying on the damn thing.
Me and Brian trying to get him on the floor to do CPR would be really fun content.
Yeah, Brian would have to jump up and down on my.
Eight's still holding the carbonation.
Yeah.
That's surprising. They taste pretty similar.
They do. I'd take 5 over 4, though.
That's
not
not the
the-
question.
I know,
right now.
I know. I'm just saying. It's like, sucky part of the bracket is you get a good bracket, you can go far.
Like the Mint Oreos. Had an easy path to the semifinals.
And then what they lose to caramel.
Yeah. Which one are you going with there, Doughboy?
I'll go with 8.
Yeah, I think it's 8 versus 4 in the finals.
And exactly what he said. The taste wasn't bad on either one. They were similar.
Right.
8 held the carbonation better.
Are we going to do fresh pours on 8 versus 4?
So 8-1?
It's 4 versus 8 in the finals.
8 versus 4 in the finals. Fresh pours for the finals.
So give me.
There's 5s.
Give me 5. Just to clear the table. And then fresh pours for 8 and 4.
Yeah, I got 4F and 8D.
I got 4D and 8F.
Doesn't matter. I don't know
Doesn't
why
matter at this point.
Because just none of you have 8s.
No. Not that
Sorry,
I'm
Not that I'm aware.
Should I
Not
just
the-
pour these in the cup?
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Or do we have 6 more cups?
There's more cups in the bag out there, man.
I'm not labeled.
Because the problem he's going to have is going to dump all those out and we're going to get each other's cups.
We're grown ass men.
And we're old, so at this point, who gives a shit?
Right.
3 Gen X jerk-offs.
What's nice about doing this, though, is that I don't have to worry about it's all one file.
Yeah.
And I'm wired to the internet, too. So I have that other softwares on this PC. So I can edit it right now and
Load it right up.
load it right up, yeah. It's going to take some time though to drop in the Hanks versus Schreckers, or whatever the fuck it's called. Schreckers.
we got to get the plates.
Yeah, something. They just grabbed the glass bottle, so either Stewart's or Hanks is in the finals. I like root beer floats. But yeah, root beer is something I never ask for when I go out, though.
My grandmother lived in Glens Falls, Lake George area, and there was an A&W root beer right on.
The stand, right? You pull up
Yeah, you get the old
with the
drive-through.
hot dog things on it.
Yep.
They had
And
this Stewart's restaurant.
She used to love taking us there. We'd get a nice burger and a root beer float.
Did you make the shitty maple yesterday? So did you see the it's a Kutztown Silver, where you get the damn white birch beer and all that right off the fountain?
Yeah. That's what I drank all day.
Before I was diabetic, that's what I drank all the time. Now they have like one thing of diet root beer.
We were using hot honey Ritz.
Good palate cleanser.
I can definitely taste the honey on that.
Yeah, it hit you. Not initially, but it hit you.
Yeah.
Now I gotta pee.
Yeah, we used to start talking to guys over 50 about pee, and everybody's like, "Yep, I gotta pee." Yeah, when you young guys, when you hit 50, never pass the bathroom.
That's right.
It's called. You tell your kids the same thing when they're like 2 and 3 years old. When you're diaper training them, go empty out. Same thing when you turn 50.
Oh boy.
8, I think.
Yep.
4.
8 versus 4. Fresh pours.
Fresh pours.
And I know because he said it that I've got the cup that you. I got 4D.
4D. I got 8F and 4J.
Yeah, 4F and 8J.
Forced carbonation.
That hit
Fresh
good.
off.
Yeah, that good.
Yeah.
Very good off of a fresh pour. And what's the Octomom one?
I would say carbonation-wise, they're pretty similar.
And I actually think this time I got a touch more flavor. I didn't expect it, but I got a touch more flavor out of 4. I thought it was going to because 8's got that, still has that creamy thing to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But 4 just seemed to be a touch stronger.
That's a tough one.
They're both good.
They're both good. Yeah.
I'm going with 4. I really expected
I'm-
after the first
I'm
round I was
going
going to
8.
go 8.
I'm going to go 8.
You putting this in my lap?
Yep. You're the deciding factor.
Wow. I gotta go back in then.
Have a cracker.
You smell that burn?
I don't want the hot honey in there.
So Frank's the deciding factor.
Yeah. Was that movie with Kevin Costner where he holds the last vote?
They're both so similar. One is a little like a creamier, and one's a little more like hard root beer.
You went with 4 and you
I went with 4, he went with 8.
One more time.
Are you guys sure you want to stick? You want to switch? That's good.
This is tough. I gotta go 4.
4. All right.
I'll be curious to see who won. Hi.
Does anyone want to take a random guess about what number 4 was?
Barks.
Anybody else?
I'll go Hanks.
Schmeckers.
So I'm going to bring in the.
The whole list?
These were the 2. These were 4 and 8 finalists right here. Which one do you think won?
I knew it was going to be Stewart and Hanks.
Why the fuck do you say Barks?
I think Hanks won.
I think Hanks.
I think Hank won. I think Stewart was 8.
Stewart's won.
Stewart's one? Okay.
Stewart's won.
Really?
Yeah. I think you guys did pretty well overall in terms of how you eliminated.
Right?
A-Treat didn't make it. Mug didn't make it past the first round. Sprecher didn't. And A&W didn't. So Hanks versus Kutztown was 5 versus 8 in the semifinal.
That,
Right.
that was the best matchup in the
Yeah,
semifinal.
that was a good matchup.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe I should have not done Kutztown.
Kutztown was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Hanks was better. But then Stewart's won in the final. And then
Yeah, but it's
Stewart's again 2 in the
it
semis.
was Stewart's versus Barks in that.
yeah, but I only had 2 root beers in glass bottles.
Yeah.
And they're the two that
Yeah.
and they're the two that made it.
Yeah.
And
But they are
By
the
the
more
way-
reputable, more
Yeah.
expensive ones. And
well, it'd be interesting if IBC was here in a bottle. If that would have been the next.
Yeah, it was tough when I was looking for sodas because Kutztown was in a plastic bottle, Bargs was in a can. So
now, what would you have done if we'd thrown in like
A-Treat though. When I noticed when I poured it, it seemed flat. So I want to have you guys taste it again
oh yeah,
because when I poured it, it seemed flat, and I made a note.
that's
And
why
that was the one we said was.
there was no.
that was the one we said was it
Yeah.
was 2 versus 4. That was the first round matchup.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
give you. I'm gonna give you another bottle now, and you guys can tell me if you think it tastes any different.
Huh.
What would have been a curveball in this is if you would have gotten the Pennsylvania Dutch birch beer.
Well, we would have known that.
Yeah,
was
we
Bargs
would have
beer.
known that.
Yeah, we would have known.
How many people don't know the difference between birch beer and
I
root
mean,
beer?
you can visually see.
It gets a little more
Well,
red.
we had the guy here from Germany, Stefan. I gave him birch beer because I know they don't have birch beer over there. He hated it. He said it tasted like a window cleaner.
I think it tastes better than root beer myself.
Yeah.
But,
And even though he hated it, he drank the whole bottle.
yeah, because he didn't really hate it. He just
Right.
So this is the original. I spilled one of them, so one of them's empty. And you can have the
So this is the
you can have
A-tree.
the empty ones since you don't want to drink more soda.
I mean, it still looks
So
flat.
finish that and see if it tastes flat.
Oh yeah.
We'll finish it or pour it into a different one. So see if it tastes any different. Doesn't feel much better.
No.
Doesn't pour much better.
It doesn't
No.
pour much better.
Dude, when I take a leak in the toilet, there's more foam than that.
What's the date on it?
I know, it's expired.
I don't know.
yeah. You're right. I got one bubble. Look at the cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I
One
poured it,
bubble.
I was like, oh, that's not good.
So a treat, which is locally sourced here, this is why we put it in here, because it says big taste.
Right there. Best by January 26th.
All right, so we're well within the expiration date, but big
Well,
taste.
it was January 26th and 25.
The only way this could
No, it
taste
was
better is if we
January
ate the
26th.
fucking label off the bottle. A treat?
Hey man. When you grow up poor like I did, this is good stuff.
Yeah. Any soda's better than no soda.
That's right.
So, all right, so that's it there. We have Stewart's is our first king of the hill for root beer. So maybe if we can find some more root beers, you know, whether, I don't know if they microbrew root beer like they do beer in our area, but I would definitely be interested in doing like craft root beer if that's a thing.
Yeah, put it in the comments what you think we'd like to challenge up against Stewart's.
Yeah, the one everybody put is IBC is the other one that we would have to try.
Yeah.
We could do it different.
IBC, there was Reading Draft. There was one other one that I think I had.
Yeah, there's plenty of them. So, Stewart's, congratulations. First king of the hill for root beer. Sean, thanks for putting up with our nonsense tonight.
Yeah, thanks for your palates.
I don't know how.
Sean, thanks for showing me those legs on Father's Day. I needed that
Oh, that's
Showing
right.
you what?
to see your legs.
Oh, yeah, they're nice, aren't they?
They're sexy.
All right.
Between that and B-Dog's wife, I'm having a good day.
That's right.
So, what would you score Stewart's root beer after it wins the bracket?
Out of 10,
Yeah,
8.5.
8.5. Root beer score.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing is, Stewart's is you rarely find it out at restaurants. You can't get a big bottle of it, so no one really around here drinks it much.
I think they have this at Texas Roadhouse, Hank's.
Yeah. But Barks out of like the major ones, I think like the big three mug, A&W, Barks. I always go with Barks by choice.
Yeah.
We used to get the A&W draft. Like literally where you felt like, I'm trying to remember where I used to go with my dad and get it, where it was the frosted glass mug. It had the big head on it. That was good back in the day. I haven't seen that in 30 years.
Yeah.
Right. So, all right, we'll wrap this up. People got places to be. It's Father's Day evening. That's Doughboy, the world's best farter. That's B-Dog. I'm Frankie Floats.
The world's invisible man.
World's invisible man, B-Dog. Yeah. We'll see you
Back
next
in the
time.
house. Thanks for watching, and make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that little notification button.